Uncovering your true self is like stepping into your power, becoming a force so magnetic that everything you've ever dreamed of begins to find its way to you. But let's be honest, you can't draw in what's meant for you if you're still unsure of who you are. That's the block. That's the invisible barrier. They say pain is the great revealer, introducing us to the core of our being. This journey isn't about surface level changes. It's about confronting the very fabric of your identity and tearing away anything that doesn't align with your truth. The process is raw, messy, and undeniably uncomfortable. It's about stripping back every layer of pretense, every illusion you've constructed to shield yourself from rejection or failure. It's about confronting the lies you've told yourself to survive, even when it hurts. The masks you've worn, the roles you've played, they all have to go. This is not just self-discovery, it's a reckoning. To truly find yourself, you must be willing to let everything fall apart. Your beliefs, your habits, your relationships, everything. You can't cling to safety and expect to soar. At some point, you'll stand at a crossroads where you'll have to decide if you're done settling for less than what you were meant to be. Are you ready to give up the facade, to walk away from what feels comfortable but stifling? You must be willing to lose everything you thought you needed to find what you've always longed for. It's a choice to step into uncertainty, to leap into the unknown with faith that something greater awaits you. The ordinary life, the one you've been told is enough. It's not. It never was. You weren't born for mediocrity or to live someone else's script. This journey demands that you cut ties with anything that tethers you to a life that isn't fully yours. Even when those ties come from people who claim they love you, if their love holds you back, you must choose yourself. You must throw out the notion of normal and surrender to the chaos of transformation. But here's the thing about chaos. It's fertile ground for growth. The unknown isn't empty. It's full of possibilities waiting for you to claim them. The harder you fall, the higher you can rise. And in the shedding of everything you thought you were, you'll uncover something extraordinary, the version of you that has always been waiting, buried beneath the noise and the fear. This journey isn't easy, but it's worth it. Because on the other side, you won't just find yourself, you'll find a life that feels like home. A life that reflects your soul, your desires, your purpose. And that, more than anything else, is worth every step, every tear, and every leap of faith. Who are you, truly? Not the version of yourself shaped by others' expectations. Not the one who seeks to keep the peace, to make others happy at the cost of your own joy. The world doesn't need the shadow of who you might be. It needs the person you've always envisioned in your dreams. That bold, unapologetic self you see when no one is watching. The one you've hidden away in the quiet, forgotten corners of your mind. That person has been waiting for you, waiting for the moment you choose to rise and claim the life you've always deserved. Do you want freedom? Real freedom? Then it's time to leave it all behind. The comfort, the safety, the familiar. You can't discover who you're meant to be while clinging to the things that make you feel small, stuck, or stagnant. Let go. Let it all fall away. Only when you're stripped down to nothing will you discover the incredible truth of who you really are. When you step into the unknown, when the only person left standing with you is yourself, you'll finally see your power. In the chaos, away from the nest, far from what feels safe, you'll begin to awaken. Comfort may feel warm and inviting, but it breeds stagnation. It lulls you into mediocrity. Discomfort, though. Discomfort is the fire that forges steel. It's in the moments when everything feels uncertain and terrifying that transformation begins. That's where your potential lies, not in the familiar, but in the raw, untamed energy of the unknown. Heartbreak? It's not a curse, it's a gift. Pain? That's the fuel that propels you forward. Most people crumble when their dreams are shattered. They let the weight of their losses bury them, retreating back into safety. But you're not most people. You're a builder. When life hands you the wreckage of what once was, you take the broken pieces and craft something new. You turn the shards of heartbreak into a mosaic of strength. You create a foundation that's unshakable because it's built from the raw, unfiltered truth of who you are. This isn't a journey for the faint of heart. It's a calling for those brave enough to stand in the storm, to feel the winds of change rip through everything they thought they needed, and still keep moving forward. It's about refusing to settle, no matter how tempting it might be to stay where it's comfortable. Because deep down, you know that comfort isn't the life you were meant for. You were meant for greatness, and greatness requires risk. It demands sacrifice. It calls for you to leave behind the version of yourself that merely survives and step into the one who thrives. The version of you that laughs in the face of fear and refuses to be caged by the expectations of others. Out there, in the chaos, in the spaces where you feel most uncertain, you'll find the strength you didn't know you had. You'll uncover a version of yourself that is unstoppable, resilient, and fearless. And when you look back, you'll realize the things you left behind weren't losses. They were stepping stones. They were necessary sacrifices to become the person you were always meant to be. This is your moment. Take the leap. Embrace the discomfort. Trust that the unknown holds the key to everything you've ever wanted. It's time to build a life that reflects your wildest dreams, a life that belongs entirely to you. The only person you need to impress is the one looking back at you in the mirror. This isn't about anyone else's expectations or opinions. It's about meeting your own gaze with pride, knowing you've given everything to become the person you were meant to be. Digging deep means going beyond the surface, pushing past the noise, the comfort, and the pain that tries to hold you back. It's about fighting through heartbreak, embracing solitude, and peeling away every layer of inauthenticity until only your true self remains. This journey isn't easy. It's paved with blood, sweat, and tears. But it's in the darkest, hardest moments that you'll uncover the light that's been buried within you all along. You are the hero of your own story, and like all great heroes, your path will not be smooth. Heroes wander, they stumble, they suffer, but they also rise, transformed by the trials they've faced. When the hero returns, they are never the same as when they began. They are reborn, reshaped, and forged in the fire of their own pain and perseverance. That's the path you must be willing to walk. You must be ready to endure, to fight, and to embrace the struggle if you want to uncover your greatest strength. This is the journey of transformation. It's the process of becoming someone new, someone stronger, wiser, and truer to themselves. To be reborn, you must first let go of everything that no longer serves you. You must face your fears, confront your pain, and push through the discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in the shallow waters of ease. It happens in the deep, turbulent waves of challenge and change. So dig deep, go where it hurts. Embrace the struggle and let it teach you, shape you, and refine you. Because on the other side of that pain lies freedom, the kind of freedom that comes from knowing you've faced the hardest parts of yourself and come out the other side unbreakable. This is how you claim your power. This is how you step into the person you were always destined to be. The journey is yours, and no one else can walk it for you. But when you finally emerge, you'll see that every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt was worth it, because it led you here, to the truest, freest version of yourself. So take the first step. The hero in you is ready to rise.